afternoon, Howard Bison.
Good afternoon, Miss Scott.
Thank you, James. Good afternoon, Howard Bison.
Good afternoon, Miss Scott.
All right, so I am so excited because right now we're going to get ready to do some guided reading. And during guided reading, the best part is I don't do the reading. Who does the reading? You do the reading. Who does the reading, Sanaya? You do the. Who does the reading, JL? You do the reading. Very good. So I have this book today, and it's about a very funny animal. Can you look at the cover and tell me what kind of animal is this book about?
A cat.
A cat. Very good. Now, I know that a cat is a type of pet. A pet is an animal that we keep in our house. Do you know another type of pet? JL, do you know another type of pet? What kind of pet do you know about? Ooh, so JL said that when she moves to Chicago, she's going to get a pet dog. So a dog can be a cat, and a cat can be a pet. What else can be a pet, James?
A fish and a turtle.
Wait, just share one with me. Which one do you want to share?
A fish.
A fish. So a fish can be a pet, or
Cat.
a cat can be a pet, or a, what did JL tell us?
A dog.
A dog can be a pet. Very good. So now, can you tell me another type of pet? What other type of pet can someone have? What are you pointing to? Now, a jaguar is a wild animal. A jaguar lives in the rainforest. So can we keep him in our house? Or is he a little bit too big? He's a little bit too big for the house. What's an animal? Oh, a stuffed animal we can keep in our house. What's an animal that's alive that we can keep in our house? We have a
snake.
A snake can be a pet. Very good, and we can keep them inside of a cage. So we said a snake, we said a fish, and we said a dog, and we have a
Cat.
Now this cat is silly. It's called a funny cat. The name of the story is Funny Cat. Today, when you read your story, you are going to use the pictures to read the words. Let me show you how I use the pictures. You ready, JL? Eyes on my book. I'm going to use my magic pointing finger. Can you pretend to point with me while I read? James is ready. He's got his pointing finger up. JL's got her pointing finger up. Oh, Sanaya's got her pointing finger up. Here we go. The funny, oops, I don't know this word, but I can look in the picture, and what do you see?
Hat.
A hat. So, the funny hat. Make sure you're pointing with me with those magic pointing fingers. You ready, JL? Make sure you're pointing with me. The funny
Shirt.
Oh, how did you know that that word says shirt? What do you see in the picture?
Shirt.
A shirt. Very good. You guys are going to do that very same thing when you use the pictures in this book to read the words. Capiche? Capiche?
Capiche.
Uh-oh, are you guys asleep? Capiche?
Capiche.
All right, capiche, JL? Thank you. I'm going to give every friend their very own book. When you get your book, you can start reading on a talking voice. Got it?
Got it.
And when you get to the end, you're going to shut your book, you're going to turn it over, and you're going to read it again. Got it?
Got it.
Got it, JL?
Got it.
Got it, Sanaya? Thank you. All right, can you sit down on your bottom for me, honey, so I can give you a book so you can start reading. James, I see your hand. I'm going to take your question as soon as I give out the books. Can you scoot back for me, please, Sanaya, so you have some space to read? All right, put it down right here, and you can start reading right away. Very good. Can you scoot back for me, anyone, so you have some space to put down your book? A little bit more. A little bit more. JL, here goes your book. You can start reading as soon as you get it. Remember to read on a talking voice so I can hear you. Can you put it down on the ground? It makes it easier to point. James, did you have a question about the story? What's your question? I need to hear you.
He put boots on his
He
head.
does have boots on his hand. How about you read that story so that you can find out more about the funny cat? Point to the words while you read them. Make sure you point and read out loud. What does this page say? Shoot. I love how JL is pointing to every word while she reads it. James, how did you know that that word's a tie?
Because it starts with a T.
It starts with a T, and what do you see in the picture? A tie. Very good. Using those pictures. Wait a second. How did you know that that said boots?
The funny boots. The funny boots.
And he's wearing some funny boots on his hands and his feet. Go ahead and read this picture. Ooh, take a look in the picture. What do you see that he's wearing in that picture? Can you point to those words while you read them? Remember, start all over again once you get to the end.
Funny cat.
Great job. I love how you're pointing to every word and using the picture. Go ahead. What's he wearing in that picture? The funny bow. Way to go.
Funny shirt. The funny pen.
I love how you're using those pictures, James. Good job, JL, using the pictures to read those words.
Funny shirt. Funny pen.
Can you point to those words while you read them?
Funny pen.
I love how you use the picture to figure out the word. Leaders on my carpet, can you please shut your books and place them right in front of you just like Miss Scott's? Take a look at my book. Make your book look like my book. Thank you, James. Thank you, JL. Thank you, Sanaya. Now I'm going to ask you some college questions about this story. The best part about it is you get to look back in your book, James, to find out the answer to the questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready, JL? All right. When you have an answer, I want you to raise your silent 5. Got it?
Got it.
All right. The first question is, what is the first funny thing that this cat put on? Take a look back in your book so that you know the answer. Because good readers, they always look back in the story. Good readers, look back in the story. Take a look. Take a look to make sure that what you remember. Okay, take a look to make sure that what you remember is the right answer. Take a look. Find it in the book. Find it in that book. All right, whisper to me. What's the answer?
Funny boots.
Oh, what's the first thing? He does wear funny boots. What's the first thing that he wears?
Funny hat.
Can you show her where it is in her book? In your book?
Funny hat.
Very good. I think that she found it already. But JL's just going to show you that on the first page, he's wearing a funny hat. Very good. Way to go, friends. I've got another question. When you have an answer, raise your silent 5. What is another funny thing that this cat wore? What's another funny thing? When you have an answer, raise your silent 5 to let me know. Sanaya, what's a funny thing he wore?
A funny bow.
He wore a funny bow. That's silly. I love how you found that page in your book. JL, what's a funny thing that he wore?
A funny flower shirt.
He wore a funny shirt with some flowers on it. I love how you turn back in your book to find the answer, JL. What's another funny thing he wore?
Funny tie.
He wore a funny tie. I love how you look back in your story to find the answer. I got one last question. It's a college question, so get ready. How does this cat feel about wearing these funny things? How does this cat feel about wearing these funny things? How does he feel? JL, how does he feel? Say it louder. He feels happy. Sanaya, how do you know that this cat feels happy?
He's happy on no face. He's funny.
He is funny. How can you tell that he's happy, though? What do you see in that book? What do you see on his face?
A smile.
Say it louder.
Smile.
A smile. And James, when someone is smiling, how are they feeling?
Happy.
They're feeling happy. You guys today, you used the pictures in your story to read all of the words. Can I give you a high 5 before you go? Boom, rockin' reader. Boom, rockin' reader. Boom, rockin' reader. Thank you.